Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss obturator nerve. In this video we are going to cover the origin, course, branches and clinical anatomy related to obturator nerve. So let's start. Coming to the origin of the obturator nerve. Obturator nerve is the main nerve of the adductor compartment of the thigh. That is the medial compartment of your thigh. The front of the thigh is supplied by femoral nerve. We have already discussed it. And now the medial compartment of thigh is supplied by obturator nerve. That is the adductor compartment. It arises from your lumbar plexus in the region of the abdomen, formed by ventral division of anterior primary rami of L2, L3, L4 spinal nerves. So what is the root value of obturator nerve? It is L2, L3, L4, right? It enters the thigh by passing through your obturator canal, and in the obturator canal itself it divides into anterior and posterior divisions. Coming to the course and branches of your obturator nerve. So while dividing into anterior and posterior divisions in the obturator canal, the anterior division passes downwards into the thigh in front of your obturator externus muscle. Right? Here is your obturator externus muscle. The anterior division passes in front of the obturator externus muscle and then it moves downwards behind the pectineus muscle and adductor longus muscle, right? And then in front of your adductor brevis muscle. So the anterior division of the obturator nerve passes in front of your obturator externus muscle, then behind pectineus and adductor longus muscle, and in front of your adductor brevis muscle. The anterior division of the obturator nerve supplies pectineus muscle, adductor longus muscle, adductor brevis muscle, gracilis muscle, right? It also gives an articular branch to your hip joint, right? The anterior division of the obturator nerve passes through adductor canal. Distal to the adductor longus muscle, there is adductor canal and it passes through the adductor canal, and here it gives a cutaneous branch to supply the medial aspect of your thigh, right? In the adductor canal, it gives a cutaneous branch to supply the skin on the medial aspect of your thigh. It terminates by giving a branch to your femoral artery, right? It terminates by supplying the femoral artery in the adductor canal. So the anterior division of the obturator nerve supplies your pectineus muscle, adductor longus muscle, adductor brevis muscle, gracilis muscle, and in the adductor canal it also gives a cutaneous branch to supply the medial aspect of thigh, and it terminates by supplying the femoral artery in the adductor canal itself, right? Obturator nerve divides into anterior and posterior division in the obturator foramen. The posterior division passes between the obturator externus. It means it is piercing the obturator externus muscle to enter the thigh. After entering the thigh, it passes between the adductor magnus muscle and adductor brevis muscle, right? Then it terminates by giving a genicular branch. The genicular branch of the posterior division of the obturator nerve, it passes through your adductor hiatus along with the femoral vessels to reach the popliteal fossa, right? So the terminal part, which we calling as the genicular branch, it enters your popliteal fossa along with the femoral vessels, and here it gives a branch to knee joint and it supplies popliteal artery, right? So I hope the course and the branches of the anterior and posterior division of the obturator nerve is clear to all of you. Coming to the clinical anatomy of your obturator nerve, right? So if there is an anterior dislocation of your hip joint, right? If there is anterior dislocation of hip joint or any retropubic prostatectomy, it means removal of your prostate gland. In that case, obturator nerve can be injured. So what are the characteristics feature? There would be motor loss due to paralysis of your abductor muscles of the thigh, right? Due to which there would be loss of adduction of the thigh. So your obturator nerve is the main nerve of your adductor compartment of your thigh, right? And it supplies the adductor muscles. So there would be loss of abduction of the thigh, because if the obturator nerve would be damaged, there would be paralysis of your adductor muscles, right? Then coming to the sensory loss, there would be sensory loss of the medial side on the skin of your medial side of your thigh, because the cutaneous branch of your anterior division of the obturator nerve would be damaged, right? So the medial side of the thigh, the skin on the medial side of the thigh would be affected. There would be a sensory loss over this medial side of the thigh. Then coming to obturator nerve neuropathy, right? Obturator nerve neuropathy. So there can be entrapment of your obturator nerve, right, which can cause pain on the medial side of your thigh. It is especially seen in the athletes who have large adductor muscles, right? Sometimes the obturator nerve get entrapped and it causes pain on your medial side of the thigh, especially in the athletes who have large adductor muscles, right? So obturator nerve neuropathy in the athletes with large adductor muscles. Then third, we have surgical division of your obturator nerve. What happens sometimes, there is a spastic paralysis of your adductor muscles, right? What is spastic paralysis? In spastic paralysis, there is increased muscle tone which causes stiffness of the muscles. So sometimes there is surgical division of the obturator nerve is done in order to relieve the spasm of your adductor muscles, such as in spastic paralysis, right? So sometimes there's surgical division of the obturator nerve is done to relieve the pain, to relieve the spasm of your adductor muscles, in spastic paralysis, right? Then we have inflammation of your ovary. So what happens? There is inflammation of your ovary which causes peritonitis. What is peritonitis? It is inflammation of your peritoneum. So inflammation of your ovary causes inflammation of the peritoneum in ovarian fossa, which causes irritation of the obturator nerve, right? So if there is inflammation of the peritoneum resulting in inflammation of the ovary in the ovarian fossa, it can cause irritation to your obturator nerve, and pain is referred to the hip, knee and medial side of the thigh, right? So here we have referred pain. If there is inflammation in the peritoneum or in the ovaries, in the ovarian fossa, the pain would be referred to your hip, to your knee and to medial side of the thigh. What is referred pain? It is basically a pain which is perceived at a location other than its site of origin. So here you can see that there is an inflammation in the ovary, right? There is an inflammation in the ovary due to inflammation in the peritoneum, but the pain is referred to your hip, to your knee and to the medial side of the thigh. So there is referred pain to the medial aspect of your thigh, hip and knee, right? Then we have we have referred pain in case of your hip joint. So if there is some disease in your hip joint, then also the pain can be referred to your medial side of the thigh. right? I hope the clinical part of the obturator nerve is clear to all of you. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.